Hey folks, it's Jim. I'm going to continue my review on the Electric XP. I couldn't get all the information in a short video, so let's continue on. Yes, folks, this bike does have cruise control. Absolutely amazing. And the reason why I'm doing cruise control and what I'm calling dynamic pedal assist, okay, together is because I think they are tied together in the way that this controller works, okay? The fact that we can set cruise control, in other words, we can set a speed just like in a car, and this bike will maintain it for us and automatically adjust amp delivery to the motor, based on speed, I think is how we're getting dynamic pedal assist, and now I'll get into that. Now down here in your crankshaft is an internal, what's now internal cadence sensor, okay? On the old bikes, it was on your crank sprocket, right? And that's what's on all my rad bikes. It's a 12 magnet rotor on the crank sprocket. You have a sensor, it reads it, and then it delivers that data to the controller. The controller maintains a specific wattage to the motor, and that's a constant. Well, folks, with the Electric XP, that power to the motor is not constant, okay, in pedal assist. And here's what I mean. Not only does the power change with regards to what pedal assist level you pick, but also when I'm going along at 15 miles an hour, I'm drawing 1 amp from the motor, 48 watts. When I start to climb a hill, this bike senses the reduction in speed, okay? And I looked for a torque sensor at first. I said, this has to have a torque sensor somewhere. This is crazy. When I saw what was happening and felt what was happening with the bike, I said, there must be a torque sensor on this. But then I didn't find a torque sensor, and there's no way they could have put a torque sensor on this bike at this price, $899, utterly ridiculous, okay? So I said, it's got to be something else. And as I climbed the hill, the bike went from 1 amp while I was at the flats at 48 watts. Then all of a sudden, I'm at 3 amps. And then I'm at 6 amps, 9 to 10 amps. And I'm like, whoa, this bike is delivering more amps to the motor automatically. So that's why I'm going to call this dynamic pedal assist. I believe what's happening is when you set your pedal assist level, there's a speed range in the controller that it senses. And when you start to drop to the bottom end of that speed range, it starts to deliver more amps to help you get back up to whatever speed you've selected by your pedal assist level, okay? So I think that's why I'm tying cruise control with dynamic pedal assist here. I believe that's how it's being done, because there is no torque sensor on this bike as far as I can tell. And I believe the cost would just be too high if they were to try to do that. So they tried to keep the cost down, and they simply programmed it in the controller. Absolutely mind-blowing. Shout out to Electric for all the forethought they've put into this bike. This is just another gem that we get on this bike coming in at $899, which I will reiterate, especially after these two features. I hope you get that. I believe this is the best value on the market in e-bikes right now for the price point that we get this at $899. That's my personal opinion. All the features, the amenities that I've talked about, the free saddlebags, the whole bit, when you know the promo code, obviously. I'm just continually amazed at this bicycle, and I've only owned it 2 weeks, so. But yeah, I think that's how they're doing it. We have our cadence sensor that's built into the crankshaft, and then we have, I believe, speed sensing that relates to your pedal assist selection, and the bike's going to try and maintain you in a speed range by the level of pedal assist that you pick, and it's going to work with your cadence sensing, okay, all together to begin, and it will automatically apply more amps, and it will reduce amps. As you pedal more and you get the speed up on your own, it's going to automatically reduce amps as well. So all the way down to 1 is where I wind up. When I'm on the flats and I'm doing my workout, I'm down to 1 amp to that motor. That's how I'm getting such dynamic range. When I start to climb those hills, bam, the amps start ramping up automatically. No other e-bike I've ridden does that, okay, other than a bike with a torque sensor. So they've eliminated the cost of the torque sensor, programmed it into the controller, and badam, we got dynamic pedal assist. And again, that's what I'm calling it, because that's the best way to describe it. It's absolutely dynamic. It's awesome. You know, you only generally get something like that on a more expensive bike with a torque sensor, as well as a cadence sensor. They've programmed it into the controller and combined speed with cadence, and voila, we get dynamic pedal assist. So anyway, if you want to know more about cruise control, go on to Jeremia Mcintosh's channel, right? And if you want to change it to a Pedelec 3 and go 28 miles an hour, I think Jeremiah is awesome with that. He also shows you how to change the freewheel sprockets to make it easier to go higher speeds. You'll be pedaling less and whatnot. And so he does a great job on that as well. Jeremiah has done a video on just about everything you're going to encounter with the bike. He has put a lot of effort into his LECTRIC XP series, and I'm grateful to Jeremiah for all the work that he's done. Here we have next Elijah's Repair and More. If you want to see the Rad Rover on a whole shot versus the LECTRIC XP, which I thought was funny. And then if you want to try and find a promo code for those free saddlebags, go out and watch Kev Central. Maybe his channel might help you with that, huh? So, yeah, the more I get into the bike, folks, the more I'm blown away. And this is incredible. Cruise control and dynamic pedal assist. Absolutely amazing. You know, I just can't get over it, folks. At this price point, it is utterly ridiculous what we're getting. And I'm very, very grateful for this purchase. So thank you to LECTRIC for putting all the forethought into this bike and delivering us an excellent product at a wonderful price point. Keep up the good work, guys and gals, because you know, we as consumers out there, we need good equipment at good prices, you know. So anyway, I hope you're all doing well. Go out and give those other videos a watch, especially Jeremia Mcintosh's channel, folks. He's unbelievable. He does the bike, he's riding the bike, filming, and showing you how to go in and out of cruise control. By the way, your cruise control shuts off when you pull the brakes, just like in your car. I think I shared that. He will show you how to set it while you're riding and adjust it while you're riding. Say you want to go faster or slower, whatever. He'll show you how to do that while he's on the bike riding, the way he does his cameras. And he has good cameras and all that, so it's good footage. I think you'll enjoy it. And if you want to change it to a Pedelec 3 and go 28 miles an hour, which I'm not going to do on this bike, I will stay under 20 miles an hour. I bought this bike for just putting around, cruising, and riding like a scooter, and 20 miles an hour on a bicycle is plenty fast for this old timer, I'll tell you that. I'm almost 60 years old, and going over 20 miles an hour on a bike is you just don't react anymore the way you used to. So I will stay at 20 miles an hour. But there's many of you that might want to shoot to thrill, so you know, have at it, have a blast, because this bike will do it. Utterly ridiculous. You know, it's a Pedelec 3 at 28 miles an hour. Cruise control, dynamic pedal assist. Folks, coming in at $899. And if you didn't watch my first video, the amount of amenities on this bike that generally don't come with e-bikes is utterly ridiculous as well. So, have at it. Yeah, hope you're enjoying your day. I'm going to go out for a ride as soon as this wind calms down. That's why I keep doing the videos inside. We just got so much wind lately. Anyway, Jim out.